Are you going to take it or am I taking it?
Hello, I'm Mark from London Logco.
I'm Big.
I'm here with...
Go again. I'm going to just shut my mouth.
Yeah. Hello, I'm Mark from London Logco, and I'm here with...
Big Hass from the ends. Wagwan, ladies and gentlemen, I'm Big Hass, and I'm here with the King of Fire, Mr.
Lord Logs.
So, today is a little different. We've been invited down to Small Beer just to have a cook up and a drink, really. Today we're doing a little bit of Dexter bavette, which is from the esophagus.
It's from this bit here.
That bit?
Yeah.
Of a smaller cow. And we're just gonna make a delicious little steak dish that I feel fits into the season and where we're at now. Now the special thing about this dish is that if you pass me those grains, these are a byproduct of making the beer, right? So this is, what's this? Oats and spent...
Oats and barley and just spent grains, basically.
Spent grains. So...
But if you smell it, it smells...
like Weetabixy cheese.
Yeah, kind of.
So this stuff is sent down to a farm down in West Sussex and it's fed to the cows. And we just thought we'd come in, out with a bit of beef, drink some drinks, have a good time.
Yeah. And
just try not to get
try and be good neighbours.
Try and be good neighbours.
Yeah.
So enough enough jibber jabber, enough about what we're doing. The main reason we're here is to have a beer. So can we have a beer please, Zoe? Is it too early for a beer?
It's never too early for a beer, is it?
I mean, it's 1 o'clock actually.
There you go.
I'm not eating breakfast.
No.
It looks like she's milking a cow.
It almost is.
I want to see.
Are you pouring it out of the...
She's pouring it out of the big jug thing.
This is our organic IPA.
Straight from, what's this thing called?
Tank.
Straight from the tank. I should have known that really, isn't it? It's just a tank. Right, so now we've had breakfast.
Yeah.
Let's get on to prep. I think we should start off with breaking down some asparagus. So while Mark does that, I've got these beautiful tropea onions. These are straight from Italy. And we're just gonna grill these, I reckon. That's our prep done, pretty much.
That was tough.
Yeah, full on, mate. So whenever you're blanching a vegetable, you need salt in your water, right? If we put these asparagus into water, you're basically giving these asparagus a hot bath. And it just needs salt for it to be able to sing and be like, hey, I'm asparagus and I'm here to enjoy the party. So I put salt into my water. Why are you laughing?
I think there's asparagus during the party.
If there was a vegetable that wanted to party, it'd be an asparagus.
It is, you're right.
Whilst this is happening, Mark's gonna cut down some chicken bones for us to make a nice little beef jus.
Yeah.
Go on, babes. This is just so that we can get colour on the chicken bones quicker. If we leave the bones whole, they're gonna take longer time. So I'm just gonna cut them down into more reasonable pieces for us to take all the flavour out and get them into our stock. Right, so asparagus, 45 seconds. It's super green, still steaming. Now, if I put this asparagus down and don't put it into ice water, this asparagus will continue to cook. So now I have my trusty man friend.
Yeah.
And I'm
just
gonna plonk my asparagus into ice water. Right, so a little bit of oil in the pan. The pan started to smoke, you can see the heat in it. Let's go in with these, Mark. So all we're looking to do is make the skin of our split chicken wings crispy and start to render the fat out. That's where we start to build flavour. We're gonna go in with our shallots. Now the shallots are just gonna give us a sweetness. They're gonna cook in the chicken fat and then we're gonna go in with this really beautiful like flowering thyme from the Torah. That can go in with it. If you just give that a stir about for me please, Mark. Thank you, sir. Now Mark, if you look in here, right, we've got all of this flavour in the bottom of our pan, right?
Yeah,
and we don't want that to burn. So I have some dark lager and we're just gonna deglaze the pan. Even though this is a dark lager, it has like a stouty, like a fillingness. You know when you drink a stout and it's heavy, this is still very light. So we're gonna use that in the stock. We'll start to caramelise. While Mark does the bits with the stock, I'm just gonna do a really light marinade on this piece of steak. I've just got some rapeseed oil. And what I've got knocking about at the minute is just some thyme. So I'm just gonna use some thyme, which will almost like cook down on the grill. But all of my dark lager has now cooked off, right? And we're just left with like this sludgy mixture. Now, if we go any further than this, we're gonna burn our lager. So what I need to do is add our beef stock. So probably got half a litre of beef stock. Just gonna stick this in. And now we're just gonna keep cooking the chicken bones into this stock to make the best sauce we can make. Our stock has come down to this, like, what would we call it? Sticky?
It's
Gravy? It's like the gravy from a pie, right?
pie gravy.
So what we're gonna do is gonna sieve this pie gravy. Delicious. Look at this. Like glossy, delicious, beautiful. For me, this is like the same way that Small Beer send the spent grain to the farm. It's just like a byproduct and it's free. To make a stock costs us nothing, but with the right technique and knowing how to do it, you can end up with something as luxurious as like this really thick, silky gravy. I think we can go with the steak cooking now, Mark. So this steak's not gonna take long. I'm just gonna take these asparagus, and I don't wanna grill them, I'm just gonna warm them through. So I'm gonna go on the edge of the grill. Yum. I've got a little bit of goat's ricotta. Just gonna stick here, like that. Now, for me, steak needs some sort of heat element. So we're just gonna grate this horseradish over the ricotta. So when you're ready, Mark, I reckon you can just rest the steak on that board. Look at that, that's so delicate. Right, so while our steak rests, right, we found these beautiful tomatoes that didn't really have a place in the dish. So we're just gonna do like a little tomato-y, salad-y, cross chop, doesn't matter. Just got some salt, and then just some flour in thyme. And then for me, tomatoes and mint.
Oh, they smell so good.
Yeah, it's something that's fucking
Yeah.
so super Turkish. So it's almost like a tomato carpaccio.
Yeah.
Just a little bit of that. And once we've seasoned the tomato, you end up with like, they start to bleed their juices, and you end up with like a self-marinating tomato salad in the bottom.
Masquerade.
Masquerades, like you do with a strawberry, don't you?
Yeah.
All right, let's carve this.
Yeah, I did it back to it.
It's a good bit of steak, that.
Oh, that's good, isn't it?
Yeah, so this steak, I'd say was a solid medium rare. Anything more than that, and you're chewing tough old boots.
There you go. Yeah.
Have you got away with that? Spot on, bro. What are you talking about?
Steak anxiety, come on.
Paradox. So I'm just gonna flatten it out and then re-season, and then we're gonna go a little crack of pepper. I don't often cook with black pepper on grills because I find that it has the ability to burn and then go bitter. Yeah. So
I'll never put it on.
always a last minute job. All we're gonna do is take this bit of steak, plonker on here. Gonna go a little bit of pan sauce over the top.
Look where it does this. Ah, on the plate.
That, ladies and gentlemen, is meat and two veg with me and Mark. Right, so there it is. Grilled bavette, asparagus, cow socks, goat's curd, horseradish, little pan sauce, and a freebie tomato salad. Big shout out to Small Beer, big shout out the King of Fire. Thanks for watching.
Big shout out to Huss.
Big shout out to me. Make it at home and enjoy. Smile, put your thumb up. All right, let's eat. Get from behind the cameras, eat. Delicious.
Oh, man.
You can guess how many beers we've had today.